Which obviously one or two speeches, a few thank yous, and then obviously the awards after that. Tonight we've got some special guests with us for our ladies and girls side, so it's nice to see them with us, sat down here, the front of the room. And our Chief Executive, Keith Brown, is now going to just explain a little bit about the ladies and girls sides for you, so I'll hand you over to Keith. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately tonight, it's the first time that we've had the ladies team with us. They developed through Matlock Town Juniors, and when you get to 16 as a sort of a girl, then you have to join the ladies league. This is what they did. And unfortunately, Glenn Dalton, their manager, isn't able to be here tonight. He's not too well. But it really is nice to see them here. And in future, they will be part of the annual presentation. The season, unfortunately, with them doesn't end until the end of May. So they've still got a few games to play. But we're delighted you're here. So well done, girls. With regards to our first team players, they were a bit disappointed that when the buffet was announced, the first team players were the first ones shooting for to get the food, and I said to them, well really, I think they should have stood back and said, here you are girls, come first. Everybody likes to be equal, so don't worry about that. Just a couple of things I want to say. Last night was the Academy Reserve night. Dave Reynolds and myself both got invited by Justin and Steve Heath, who do a great job with the Academy and the Reserves. There's about 150 people here. It was an excellent night, very good presentations, and it was interesting that within the squads that were here and getting the awards last night, there were quite a few of the lads that had played in certain, limited time with the first team. Billy Whitehead, Harry Wood, Jordan Lee, Jordan Pierpoint, and they were all here, which was really nice, and they got quite a few awards between them. One other thing is, which as a club we're extremely pleased about, is that two of our players, two first team players, got into what they call a contingency squad for the England C team. The England C team is normally made up of National League players. They have to be aged, no older than 23, and certainly there's a scout comes down here and watches them here. We'd obviously like them to be playing in the actual matches. There are two games towards the end of May. One's against Punjab, and the second one, that's been played actually at Solihull Moors. And the second match is out in Jersey. And unfortunately, due to exams, one of the lads isn't able to be, if he does get into the game, he's not able to be there. So you must gather that now with manners. Young man who is able to go if hopefully some of the original squad drop out, and hopefully will get in. That's Joe Doyle-Sharp. That's all I want to say. I'll hand over to Tom who's going to talk about the sponsors.
Good evening everybody, thanks everybody for coming tonight. Fantastic turnout, really pleased with it. It's the best we've had, I think, since we've had the clubhouse running open. Obviously it's because we've had a brilliant season, thanks to Matlock Mercury. And they're going to give you a very long speech about how the season went. So we'll get on to them in a minute or two. But I just wanted to thank sponsors who are here tonight, because sponsors are absolutely essential for this club or football clubs. But we got some really good sponsors, so I just wanted to mention a few names tonight who are here. There's ICO, Andy Williamson, who actually sponsored the Players' Tunnel. We received the new Players' Tunnel, which you know, has been great this year. We've got Process Engineering, Wayne Miller and his gang over here. We've got the company Injectable, which is Dave and Lisa. They come to all the games, never miss a game. We've got Eric Fletcher, who sponsors a couple of games for us and has done all the painting in here. You can see this fantastic blue we've got in here. And we've got Stuart Baker, who's been a great sponsor for the club for many, many years. And he's Scott and Henry Bradshaw, who are the accountants from Chesterfield, they're here as well. We've got John Reynolds from Litpenny, from Tansley, who sponsors and also helps the club out a lot. He was down here yesterday with Dave, doing all the work, taking on footlights. So I don't know. So I'm going to.
Thank you, Tom. Right, next, we're going to hand over to Katie and Hoppo for a little chat with you. Just to say that I think we ought to give another big round of applause to the players and the squad for a fantastic season. Brilliant, and as I say, you know, brilliant, well done lads, and thank you very much. But I'll hand over to Kenki and Hoppo now to have a little chat with you about things.
Right, just a few thank yous before we really start. Tom Wright, Dave Reynolds, Alan Smith. When you got sacked about this time last year, we had a phone call asking us whether we wanted to chat about taking over here. Couldn't turn it down. It's a brilliant club. We love the club, an opportunity that we have to grasp with both hands. So I want to thank those three personally for everything that you do. Things that nobody sees. You know, Dave's been down here since 5:30 yesterday morning, taking a full lifetime. Nobody sees these things. Unbelievable. So if you could give those a round of applause. Big thank you to Keith Brown. Because I know me and Oppo pains in the arse. We get a text at night, 10 o'clock at night, saying, can you put 7 days in for him? Can you put 7 days in for him? What's the rule on this? Yeah, thanks, Keith. Okay. The other committee members, too many to name them all, but you know, without those people, without you people, this club won't be what it is. You're a credit to yourselves, you're a credit to the club. So thanks ever so much for everything you do that people don't really see. So thank you very much. Trav, big man. Trav, you've been putting up with our ranting for 10 months now. This is not easy, so thanks ever so much for everything you do, pal. well. We're not going to take a bit of credit, and I don't really like it. We're a 5-man team. There's Coxie, who everybody loves. His enthusiasm and his passion for the game is second to none, and it just rubs off on everybody. So Coxie, top man. This year we've had a goalkeeper coach for the first time in what, 9 years that we've not been doing this. We've sort of said to us all, you do with Barnes whatever you want to do with him. But we all agree that whatever he's done he's got to keep on doing it. So Barnes has been absolutely brilliant. So top man. Member of the team, Mugger's been here a few years now, so we're delighted when he decided to stay when we first got the job last year. When it comes to injuries and injury prevention, there's nobody better, I don't think. So, top man Mugger for looking after all the lads, whatever they want, strap-ins, everything on a match day training, top man. Thank you very much. It's not just us, it's those, okay? So just when you're shouting for us then next year when we're losing, it's not just us, okay? It's those three. So, yeah, it's... Want to crack on?
There's a couple more for me to mention. First of all, we'd like to thank everybody who supported us this year. I mean, the supporters have been absolutely fantastic. I think when we first took over at the start of the season, crowds were possibly what they've been for the last 2 or 3 years. As we've gone through the season, they've steadily grown, and little words of encouragement. We see the same faces. There's quite a few faces in here tonight who we'd really like to say thank you very much for all your support this season. We really do appreciate it. Thank you. If we've missed anybody out, any thanks, and we do apologise. We've tried to remember as many people as possible, but we know we've missed some people out, some people who've done a lot for us this season. But our final thanks go to the players. Now, myself and Kirky, we've done 9 years now. This is 9 years in management. What we like to say is, this group of players, you don't want to put too much credit on it really, because they go to their heads, especially this lot. But they're a great set of lads. There's no bad eggs, they're all good lads. They've worked their socks off from the 26th of June last year when we started. They've worked hard through the season, they've worked hard through the season. They go out together, they stick together. We like every single one of them, which doesn't always happen. They're all good lads. They've worked their socks off, and we just want to say there's a great set of lads, the best set of lads we've managed. Thanks lads, you've been brilliant. And finally, we've not mentioned Rico, or James, or Jeremy, and everybody else we missed as well. Like we said before, if we missed anybody out, we'll come and thank you personally, no doubt, if we get a chance. But like I say, everybody who's done anything for us this season, or anything for the club, anything for the players, if we haven't missed anybody, we do genuinely appreciate it. Thanks very much to everybody.
Thank you very much for that. Right, so now I think it's on to the main presentations of the night, and we've got a very special guest to do these tonight. And you've probably seen them about in the audience. Just a second. Ben's forgotten something.
Two special people as well, I've got to mention. My missus. 9 years, there's been another person in our relationships. So, we really appreciate everything that you do for us again. Too late. Thanks very much.
Okay, as I was saying, yeah, we've got a very special guest here tonight to present our awards, and he is a Matlock Town legend, and I don't think he'll probably be a bit shy of saying this, but he is. He's a Matlock Town legend. He's played 621 games for this club. Now you can consider that in this present day of football, 621 games for one club is absolutely phenomenal. He scored 37 goals. He was a defender, to be fair to him, and but an excellent defender at that. He's got a very famous uncle who was a goalkeeper for Arsenal and Leeds United. And I'd like to welcome James Lukic. So mate, 621 games, are you missing it?
No. No, these lads are incredible in playing this year. I've been down a few times. I've kept my distance a little bit until the two lads took over. They're really good friends of mine, and when you've got young lads like these, I'm thrilled to be doing that now. And from what I've seen of them this year, I've seen 4 or 5 games have been absolutely brilliant. With credit to everybody at the club, like Glenn and Craig just said. I think, again, one more round of applause for the lads have been brilliant from what I've seen this year.
You're only 35, mate. A couple of years behind Barnsley.
621 games in 3 kids. Playing football.
Obviously 15 years, I think, just about, with the club, most memorable moments. I think we had a little chat just at the bar, didn't we, before you told me 1 or 2, but...
Just watching the final of the night, probably the proudest moment when we beat Belford 2-0 at Pride Park. Same final, cracking set of lads we had at the time, and beat our local rivals. I mean, the lads the other night, 5-0, can't ask for much more. It was pretty much men against boys, to be honest. It was a bit tight when we played Belford, I think it was 2-0, but that's probably the outstanding memory, I'd say that one.
You mentioned, I think to me, Ilkeston in the final, was it about 5 or 6, no, 7 or 8 years ago, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a two-legged thing. We won the second game here and one up at Whitby as well, where we won the League Cup final and second, we were massive underdogs. Drew the first leg down here and went up there, and I think we won an extra time. So yeah, cup finals are usually the ones that you remember, but definitely the one against Belford though, that's
And I think you probably just answered my final question that I got noted for you. Present side, what do you think?
very good, like I said. I've been 4 or 5 times this year, and what I like more than anything is just the work rate. I think at non-league levels sometimes you can take it for granted that that's going to happen, but it's not always the case, and they're a young set of lads. The work rate's phenomenal. I won't add every single player's out, but you can just watch all of them. They all want to put a shift in for you. My sort of mantra when I was playing, if you were playing on our team, you put a shift in, and these lads definitely do that.
Right, that's a little few words with James. So we're going to get on to the awards now, and the first one is the Club Person of the Year. Now this person, I think I've already mentioned earlier on tonight, when you come down here on a match day, and you come in the bar afterwards, there's a buffet put on. Sometimes it's sandwiches, cheese rolls, hand rolls with sauce. I'm not going to say that joke because obviously you all know that one, but also there's the, sometimes you just put a chilli on. Although I don't think it's been on much this year, but it has been known that they just put a chilli on. But it's not just only on match day, because this person is down here when we've got conferences on, She's part of the Matlock Town Social Club Committee. She does a cracking job, and I think it's only right that we should mention and applaud Bev Marchant as Right, the second award goes to the young player of the season, and I think with a lot of these awards, you know, I mean, this young player, old player, or what? It's very, very difficult, isn't it? You know, because I mean, supporters did a hell of a job trying to pick a player of the season this year, because everybody has had a fantastic season for the club, haven't they? You know, so really, you know, there's people getting awards tonight that's obviously going to be celebrated and everybody's going to give them a good clap, but really, when you're clapping the person that comes up, you should be clapping the whole side, because they've been absolutely brilliant for us this year. So, you know, when you're thinking about that and you're giving them a good clap, just think, well, the whole side deserve it, because I'm sure they'll say they couldn't have got the award without the contribution that the other lads have given, plus the management, the coaches and everything. But the young player this season has been voted as our leading goal scorer, Dinanga. Now this next award has just been a fairly new award, really. The player's player that so a fairly new award because it's been sponsored in the last few years by Sellors, the jeweller. You'll see there's a shop in the Crown Square in Matlock. I think they've got one in Ashbourne, they've got one in Whitby, they've got one or two shops throughout the country. Some very high-class jewellers. And what's going to happen is that the person that wins this award is going to get presented with a lovely watch that is there. So, and the player's player is goalkeeper Phil Barnes. The next award is the leading scorer. I just can't think who that's going to be like. It's a difficult one, this, but it's going to be presented by Greenhough, who sponsors the award, and I'll let him announce who it is.
Marcus got 23 league goals and 11 cup goals, making 34, which is a fantastic achievement for the first season. So Marcus.
Yeah. What about the 2 hat-tricks you got? I mean, the one against Alton there was a fantastic hat-trick, and also I think the one, where was the other one? I'm trying to remember now. The other one. Oh, Starbridge at home, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was my first one, yeah.
And have you enjoyed your time at Matlock Town?
Wonderful lads.
All right, Marcus, thank you very much, mate. Sorry? Right, now we move on to the play of the season for the fans, which has been sponsored by the Matlock Mercury. Just to say that the trophy we had got damaged in transit, so we're having to present the winner with, well, not a replica trophy, but the smaller trophy. What we'll do is we'll get the proper trophy, obviously repaired, or a new trophy, and we'll get that trophy to the person who's won it, obviously, at a later date. So that's unfortunately that's happened, but it's one thing that was a bit beyond our control. Right, fans player of the year. Just a second while I'll be back pocket. We've got the top 3 here, a bit like an awards night, isn't it? Proper awards night. In fact, we've got top 4, the chairman just said. We've got a joint 3rd. In joint 3rd, we have Joe Doyle Charles. And Marcus Dinanga. The runner-up is our skipper Adam Yates. Just say congratulations to Adam and his lady on the birth of their daughter. And the winner, we've already seen him up here tonight, it's goalkeeper Phil Barnes. Phil, what about the season?
To be honest, I didn't expect to win anything tonight, so I'm absolutely made up, especially with the first one where lads have picked it for us. But I'd just like to thank everyone. You know, it's been really good this year. I've really enjoyed it. Like, really good family club where a lad can come down and my missus, mum and dad, they all love it down here. Special thanks to Oppie and Kirky as well. I missed half a season last year through injury, and them taking a chance on me really. I really appreciate it. And the lads have all been absolutely fantastic. You know, I couldn't ask to play with a better bunch. Absolute top man, lad.
You've made many good saves.
His games ago, I think with Solio when we played in the, I think it was the trophy. That were nice. I really enjoyed that day to go there to our opposition and beat them like we did, and atmosphere and that in dressing room after. It was fantastic.
And any message for the fans who've given you a lot of backing this year?
No, I really appreciate everything. Like, you know, you speak to people and like I say, it's a great little club in it, and hopefully I'll make a lot more games.